Okay, no job number yet, but this is the Red Barn out in Redmond. We've done work out here before. As a matter of fact, down there at the entrance, we did some asphalt repairs. I think either at the beginning of last year or at the end of 2018. But we've been out here before, and this video is going to be on a continuation of the asphalt coming up the road. I've looked at this before. Rob Rothwell's looked at this before, but it looks like they might have a better budget this year. Things have been progressing. One of the concerns was the neighbors were making a stink about square footage, drainage reviews, that kind of stuff. Well, now John has bought the house from the people that were making the most complaints. And now he's getting back to trying to get this work done and completed with the asphalt coming all the way up the hill. So this is just an asphalt bid. He said that they've been working on trying to get permits to do some extra stuff out here, and one of the things the county said to him was that as long as we put back the same kind of style here of asphalt, we don't, widen this up, change it to anything else, then we'll be okay. So what the objective would be here is to remove what looks like 2.5 inches of asphalt, but let's just say 3 for industry standards. Right here at this joint, we would start with the removal of asphalt and placement of new. There's going to have to be probably a little bit of gravel placement right here, just a little bit, just to strengthen up the side here. Okay, so what we're looking at is a 9-foot wide roadway that goes from here, from the house here in the barn and down the hill. So 9 feet wide. Mind you, we don't want to do a whole lot of digging or anything in this area because of the stream that goes through here. So, as best as possible, we're just going to take out the asphalt that's here and then put it right back. Okay, so 9 foot wide, which is great for our paver. I'll talk to you at the bottom of this. Actually, some of this rock will have to get pushed back a little bit because you can see it's covered with some of the rock here. So we'll have to push that back a little bit just so that we can find the edge of the asphalt. We could stay with the slope here. As you can see, the water runs on the left-hand side, so it kind of slopes this way. This is the high end, slopes down, so the water can continue traveling down on the left-hand side here as you go around this river rock. Okay, and then still stays the same. Water will still travel along the left side here, along the hillside, and then as it gets down here, it starts to turn to the right on this radius. Then everything starts to shift, and you can see the water path flows over to the right-hand side. Okay, so we got to try to keep everything the same as it was, just new asphalt in here. Again, pushing back the rock here a little bit. That's right now staying as gravel. Okay, I would imagine at some point they'll probably look at this and do it as asphalt at some point. And as a matter of fact, I'll probably put it in as a bid option here for this particular bid. So that area will be a bid option. But here's where we put in new asphalt here. I think 2 years ago in 2018, we did this all the way out to the front. Okay, so at one point we talked about doing new asphalt from here all the way out to the bridge, but I think the asphalt is in decent shape. We did this little patch here, I think last year, so that's okay. And a lot of this asphalt looks pretty good all the way up to the bridge. So we're gonna leave this alone in here, and we're gonna leave that alone right now too, because there's like 5 or 6 other homes that share this driveway. So we're gonna leave that as a separate deal. All right, so just covering some bases here so you know what's going on. There's a bridge right there, so project managers who are familiar with this, I think Dan's familiar with it, and I think Mark's familiar with this. Wepler is too. We've got that bridge. That's the only obstacle as you come through. As far as staging goes, You know, there's ways to come in and turn around on the property. I would suggest that best thing to do in here is, if we're bringing a trailer, we can pull in and come all the way into the property, can pull up to there, can drop a trailer up near the concrete there, and then in this area here we can also use it as a turnaround point when backing up and dropping the asphalt. Okay, so from this point here all the way up to where I started, it's 343 feet. So 343 feet by 9. 343 by 9. All the way up. Okay, we're going to go 3-inch asphalt. I take that back. We're going to do placement of 2.5 inches of asphalt, okay? 2.5 inches of asphalt all the way up. Okay, 2.5 inches of placement. Now here, this will be a bid option for this gravel area right here. So what we could do here is really not do much excavation except for maybe a little bit of grading. Try to leave the gravel and use it. It's got kind of a big rock here, so I don't know how well this will work. I think it'll be okay. But if we do a little bit of grading and we put the asphalt on top, we won't have to mess with going down any certain depth. But on this bid option, which I probably would imagine he's not going to do, only because, well, maybe he will, but down the road, he just doesn't want to get the attention of the county. All right, so let me give you dimensions here. Okay, so this is 16 feet wide. And we'll round this off over here. We'll fill in this radius here. Okay, so 16 feet wide, and right now it slopes to the right. We just keep it the same. We don't want to change it. Okay, but we'll come all the way up to where the concrete is here, and that's a total of 103 feet. So 103 feet by 16 of asphalt here. This will be a bid option. This will also be, actually this will be a little bit thicker asphalt, because this is where the garbage trucks come up the hill. They come up right in this area here. Okay, so this area right in here, let's make it 3 inches of asphalt. That's it. So we're just put the asphalt right on top, and that should be it. And then this goes all the way up, circles around and comes back down, and that's it. So that should be it for this scope of work for right now for the asphalt.